wanted to show you, you don't need to have $1 million house to do some really cool things with landscape lighting. I just want to share some ideas with you on some very simple things you can do if you have even just a little bit of landscaping. So here's just a common 2-story, 2-garage house, pretty much you'll find in any city, with a little bit of landscaping and some nice stonework in front. Something I would do here is just by putting a wash light or a couple uplights in the front here that kind of shine up to the east troughs and highlight this whole front of the house, similar to what you see here. Is just a couple lights, doesn't need to be a lot, that just help kind of make that front of the house really stand out. The other thing I like is using uplights just to highlight some trees, and again, it doesn't have to be every tree, but in a yard like this one, obviously it's spring, there's not a lot of leaves, but there's a tree back here I would probably highlight, there's another tree back here I would probably highlight, and then maybe one of these evergreens here I would highlight, just by placing a light at the base and having it shine up into the tree. Again, you don't have to do every single tree. There's a lot more trees here that we're not going to touch, but a few can make a huge difference. The next thing I would probably look at that I think is often underutilized is some hanging lights. So instead of lighting a tree from down below, lighting it from up top and hanging a couple of these lights up in the branches here. The reason we do that is because not only does it highlight the tree and the foliage, and it kind of creates a little bit of a moonlight effect down on the ground and helps showcase a lot of the ground cover you have here too. So it's a really good and cost-effective way of getting both the tree and the ground cover without having to put 2 or 3 lights there. And then probably the last thing I would do is, looking at path lights, I think these are often overutilized, and we don't need to put them everywhere, but I think in a yard like this, where you typically see most people would just line a whole bunch of them along the outside in this mulched area, and it costs a lot of money to do that. What I would probably do is, we've already highlighted and accented a lot of these trees. Let's just put maybe 2 lights along the deck here in this mulched area that are going to light up this area, and then they're going to provide a little bit of light on this patio. So you're looking at a very basic design of 8 lights that's going to totally make a difference on this house. And again, you don't need $1 million house to make landscape lighting really, really effective. So hope you enjoyed that. Please watch our other videos where we give you more tips and tools.